COVID-19 pandemic can be a great psychology lesson if you pay attention. Here's an exercise for next couple of months. Do it and you won't believe the results. Don't do it and miss out on one of the best learning opportunities of your lifetime. Take a look at your friends, family, coworkers, celebrities, pundits, and politicians. Their responses to pandemic range from, come on, it's just flu, to, oh my God, we're all doomed, and anything in between. Note who is saying what. Don't judge yet. Don't try being smarter than them, but ask everyone you can and listen to anyone who speaks. Especially if someone says, we really need to do X. Write it down so you don't forget it. Wash your hands. Most importantly, don't panic. Be responsible and wait. Pay attention to how people's opinions change on the pandemic as it progresses. Note how many people the pandemic touches and how many people die. At what point politicians decide what to do next. The pandemic will inevitably be over, no matter how bad things look right now in your place or how bad they'll look in a couple of weeks. It will end. Eventually, when all of this is over, people will start to retrospect and listen to what they have to say at this point and compare with your notes. Some will have been right about the whole thing from the start. Maybe because it was a lucky guess, but most likely it was some deep thinking. Analyze how they thought about the situation. What made them think the way they did? Where did they get their information from? How did they decide what is the right thing to do at which point? In other way, learn to emulate them. They're smarter than most of us. Keep them close, keep them as your friends, because regardless of their title, they're your best go-to experts. There will be many people who change their opinion because of how the facts have changed, and their opinion will change with them. They're still smart. Maybe they didn't get all of their facts right. Maybe they missed some of the details. Maybe they didn't have some of the foresight, or maybe they didn't have the tools to understand the situation deep enough, or didn't get the gravity of the situation soon enough. But at least they adapted and listened to reason. They're your allies. Learn how to influence them and try having them on your side for causes that you care about. Finally, there will be people who were dismissive of the problem today, and by the time it's all over, they will be saying things, I always thought things will be bad, or I always said that we should do X and nobody listened. These people don't introspect. They don't remember what they thought yesterday and will change their thinking. Some of them will be your friends, some of them will be pundits that you've read, and some may be politicians. And I'm sorry for your friends, but for pundits, stop listening to them. And for politicians, well, make sure they'll never get elected again. Learn to understand that these people live in a world where the facts simply don't matter. It's the people who believe that everything they disagree with is by default fake news. It's the people who make life-changing decisions spontaneously without any degree of thinking. Stay away from them because they're dangerous. How dangerous? I don't know the number yet, but it's probably going to be millions of deaths on a global scale dangerous. You simply can't trust them. No matter how confident they come across, no matter how much they agree with your current opinions, they need to be kept away from power. People who are unreliable and agree with you are 100 times worse than people who are reliable but disagree. Because the unreliable ones can turn against you in a second, and the reliable opponents at worst will give you an honest reality check. Finally, note how many people fall in these categories. Understanding how big is the group of people who live their day as if yesterday never existed, rationalize bad choices instead of learning from them, and think superficially, shallowly is huge. This is an amazing group of people who can easily be persuaded by strong personalities with no moral spine or no thinking ability. Realizing they exist gives a sobering explanation for why things are the way they are and why they seem to only rarely change for the better. Friends, next few months will be tough. For many of us, it's going to be the toughest and scariest times we've ever seen. I hope this video at least gives you some consolation that when this pandemic ends, things may get better. And at least it will teach you an unforgettable lesson about human mind. Stay safe, wash your hands, and I hope I'll see you soon.